Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. For new friends that have never been to the channel before, if this is your first time, please feel welcome. This is a space that is designed just for you. The whole purpose for me being here is for you. This is not a monetized channel. It'll never be a monetized channel. The only reason why I am here is to do what I can to help channel divine guidance, messages, clarification, anything that you are looking for specifically. You came to this space looking for answers, looking for information. You could have clicked on any other video, but you clicked on this one, so I just want to tell you thank you. I really appreciate you being here. For returning friends, I appreciate you guys so much as well. You are such a beloved part of this community and this collective. So thank you so much for everybody that is joining us today. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. And because I always forget, I'm just going to say it right now. If you feel so inclined throughout the video, if you haven't already, like and or subscribe to the video and our channel. It does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find this channel if they are looking for stuff like this as well, because that's how you found it, right? So thank you again, and we've got that out of the way. We have been going through the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and today's card is the first card from the deck, card number 1, representing Bone Collector. And I'm really fascinated by this image. I haven't looked at the book to see what the extended reading is, and we'll get to that in a minute, but you know I like to get the energy that's coming directly from the image, directly from the card itself, because that's what we've asked for. We've pulled this deck, we've shuffled it, and we've asked for a card to give us this divine guidance, clarification, confirmation, affirmation on what it is that we've been working on. And so I want to, if you have the opportunity, if you want to put your hand over the image or actually touch the screen if you don't have an interactive screen, I welcome you to do that as well and get your impressions of the energy from this card. There's just so much going on here. This lady does not look upset. Okay, I just want to say that. When I first saw the title of the card, I'm like, I hope this is not one of those complicated readings that sounds so, dire and all of that. But I haven't yet come across a reading from this deck that does that. And this lady does not look unhappy at all. She looks perfectly fine. She's holding this peacock feather. She's got a clock next to her. And I see just one, so 2 hands, one on the 4 and one on the 2, so like 10 after 4, maybe. And above her head are a couple of, I feel like they are ancestral spirits. We have a deer or some kind of creature like that off to one side, and off to the other side, something that I really, honestly, don't know how to describe or identify, but I'm assuming it is some other kind of, what I'm getting from this card specifically is the message of ancestral memory, ancestral wisdom, ancestral intuition, ancestral knowledge, the Akashic records, all of that information that's available to us all the time if we take the opportunity to listen to our hearts, feel with our belly where the solar plexus is, right? Because that's where our 3D reality experience resides, is in our bellies. The 3rd chakra, 3D. We get the picture. When you are listening to your heart first, not your head, not what you think, not your logical brain, but what you know in your heart and in your gut. What I call the guys upstairs, your gut, G-U-T, right? I like acronyms. So follow your gut, follow your guys up there, your guides up there. Follow that wisdom, that guidance, that you know the right path, the right thing for you to do, the right thing for you to say. I feel like there's a balloon off to that far left corner and a empty lantern. Very interesting on the other side of the picture. I see a lot of earth energy. I see a lot of warmth. I see a lot of nurturing. I really feel like this is representing ancestral knowledge and information. She's got a hair to her right, our left, and I don't know all the spiritual significances. I want to say this is a hare rather than a rabbit. And that's, again, first impressions. I always follow those straight up, especially for readings. And none of this is scripted, obviously. So I am literally giving you whatever I'm getting as I ask for the clarification and guidance that was going to benefit the collective for the highest good of them and of the collective in general. And that's all I ever ask for. And so that's what I'm getting with this energy. She's got a halo around her and she is literally beaming this love, beaming this support, beaming this encouragement. So that's what I'm getting from this card, is just your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, your higher team. They are with you always, and they are accessible to you always, if you take the moment to quiet your mind and listen, because they're talking to you through your heart and through your gut, through your third and fourth chakras. So right in that area, you'll feel, if you're picking a word, action, feeling, if you're in alignment with those chakras in particular and with all of your chakras in general, and if you haven't worked on aligning the chakras, I do recommend doing that. I do have the Authentic Self coursework that we've been working through. We're in 4 sections now, so we've gone through the first 4 chakras. That would be a good place for you to go if you haven't worked on your chakras lately. Takes it in a whole different direction, and I highly recommend it. I'll stick the latest one at the end of this video for you guys for ease of reference. But really do that work where you're listening to your heart, you're listening to your belly. You'll know because you feel at ease. You feel comfortable. You feel safe. You may feel a little hesitation, a little nervousness if you are contemplating a brand new action that you have never felt before, that you have never done before, that you've never tried before. Okay? So keep in mind, your gut and your heart may be telling you to try something that maybe feels uncomfortable. Don't pay attention to your brain. If you're excited about it, do you know that the feelings for fear and anxiety and the feelings for excitement are literally the same feeling? It's our interpretation, our mind, again, getting in there and fine-tuning, filtering what we're experiencing, what we are getting from the universe through the quantum field as we walk that event horizon of the singularity that is our lives and this reality. So this is a very powerful card. It is asking us to be true to who we are. Number 1, it's a portal card. You are invited to walk through this portal into your fullest expression of who you are. Well, let's take a look in the book, now we've done all that, and see what the actual reading is. And it looks like it's a little bit longer for this one, no surprise. So here we go, card number 1, Bone Collector. Oh, I don't even want to... This is exactly what I just said. You are whole and have everything you need within. You are whole and have everything you need within. As Rumi says, right? What you are seeking is already inside of you. Alrighty. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you are fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we are wounded, especially when we are young, it's as if something essential has been stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that's similar to the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitations. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticized. The bone collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. Amen. Selah, so be it. Wow, that I don't even know really where to start with all of that, except yes. All right. We've talked about this before in the past. We've been talking about this throughout this entire channel. We are being called, our mission, our purpose in life. If you're trying to figure out why are you here, I've got the answer for you. Are you ready? You may want a piece of paper and pen to write this down, because I have the answer to that question. What is the meaning of life? And it's not 42. The answer is not 42. I don't care what Deep Thought said. It's not 42. The answer to the purpose for your life, your mission, the reason why you are here, why do you exist, is to heal what happened in the past to become your most perfect self, your most perfect incarnation of who you are right now in this reality. And through that healing, we show others how they heal themselves by doing the same thing, by taking those wounds from when they were young and taking back what was stolen, taking back your power, taking back your integrity, taking back your sense of self-worth, self-esteem, self-image. You are perfect exactly as you are, perfect in your imperfection. And everything you need is already within you. The only thing we are required to do, and this is a requirement, the only way you're going to be able to get this wisdom, to be able to get this message, is by turning off your mind for just a second, turning off the brain, turning off the logical processes. There is a place and time for them, but this is not the place or the time. Right now, you need to be listening to your heart. You need to be listening to your gut. Those are where you get that information from the bone collector, from that higher self, your eternal self has all of that information, all of that power, all of that integrity, all of those pieces of you that you felt you lost, you never lost. They've always been there. Creation is eternal. There is no point where anything that exists now has ever existed that it would cease to exist. All things are existing now. In the quantum reality and in the divine reality, they are the same. Everything is the same. We are just finding different ways to describe and explain the same thing over and over and over and over. We are called to heal, to allow ourselves to heal, to allow that divine healing to take place. I'm just going to say one other thing. It's my experience personally, and from what I have spoken and heard from friends, people I've been coaching, all comes down to the same thing. Who we think we are, our self-identity, is not the same thing as the ego. The ego is like the outer shell that we present to the world and say, this is who I am. This is all about me, right? That's ego, that's brain, that's what we think we're supposed to be, that's what we think people are expecting us to be. Ego is just a mask. A lot of times we take those wounds from when we were small, when we were growing up. We've had difficult childhoods. Yes, I know about those personally. All of that stuff, wounds when we are adults, wounds from things that people have done that have hurt us, situations that have happened that have wounded us. We are being not just invited, we are being required to accept all of the pain, accept all of the hurt, because that's where you reclaim what was lost, or what you thought was lost, what you thought was stolen. That's how you take your power back, by saying, yes, this happened, and yes, it made me feel this way, but I don't have to define myself by that past experience anymore, and I can reclaim that sense. I can reclaim that person, and I do that now. And I want you to say that now. I reclaim myself now. I reclaim myself now. I am an eternal being, and I am perfect. I am an eternal being, and I am perfect. You are perfect. You have everything you need within you. So that's the reading for today. Very, very powerful. Very, very strong message. Do not dismiss it. Don't simply be done with the video and go off and do your thing. Really think about this. This is not just for entertainment. All right? If you want your life to look better, feel better, be going in a direction that you are more comfortable with, that you are excited about, that you are passionate about, you're going to have to start by being a strong person in your own self, in your self-identity, in your integrity. And the only way to do that is by taking that quiet time, practicing mindfulness, working to incorporate all of those bits and pieces that got scattered about through the pain, through the wounding, and just take them all back and put all of those little puzzle pieces all back together. You've got this. You can do this. I believe in you. I think you are amazing. If no one has told you that recently, I have just told you now. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are limitless. So go be your true self today and operate from that place of self-love. Always. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.